And Facebook groups for the newest name, sexual orientation. What is a sapiosexual? Sex therapist Sheli Вород here with more. But first, before we get to the exact sapiosexual, brain being the most sexually erotic organ.
Yes, trait. Yes, organ and
no surprise.
This is
for me, at least. Right?
Yes,
a smart mind.
It's actually arousing for them. This is something that a lot of people, in fact, since OkCupid were the first one to put it as a sexual orientation, there was thousands of people who, clicked on it that they are sapiosexual, meaning they find intelligence as one of the most or the most erotic part, like in the other person.
Yeah.
Or they found very attractive. And it's very interesting because recently, I think actually when I was in Cannes Film Festival, I saw, the TV show festival, MIP, I saw a format that was called Game of Clones. Meaning, and they already filmed it in London. They had the whole season. You're going to design the person you really like, or in your mind you fantasize about, the man you really want to date. And they clone it 8 times, bringing you real people who look exactly the same.
Yep.
So this is where I think it comes to part. This is where you get, okay, everybody looks exactly the same, so how am I going to choose who is more attractive, who do I connect to? So besides the chemistry and the connection you can have, you can also see who is the most intelligent, and how you find him attractive. It's also pretty amazing. For me, personally, I remember when I met my guy, and he's a good-looking guy, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't into dating anybody. I didn't look at how they look, but I remember a 3 hours conversation. Says, oh,
that was it.
That was it.
I know. I think now let's talk specifically sapiosexual, because I definitely am one. Like, really, I'm a sapiosexual, which is true. Like, you can't. Like, it's so. I guess not for everybody, but you want someone you could actually talk about intellectual things with, like, because if you don't,
I agree. And I do find a lot of people who started dating someone based on their appearance, and they thought they're very attractive, and here they are, they're having couples issues, and one of the main thing I hear is, I don't know what to talk to her about.
Right. But that's an interesting point, because if you're attracted just from physical looks, if you have nothing to talk about, that's like it goes, right?
It seems like it's a major part, the sapiosexual. But on the other hand, I see a problem, because how do we define who is intelligent? Is it only people who went to college? Like, if you are on websites and you want to say, oh, I'm a sapio, or I'm attracted to sapiosexual. I'm like, sapio means wise. So I can say I'm a sapio.
Homo sapien.
Exactly, wise.
Okay. I guess it comes
wise from human. You're right. I think this is the connection. So it's kind of like, on one hand, how do we define who is intelligent and who is not, based on what? It can be very discriminating.
Right, or subjective,
And also, don't we all find intelligent people attractive? So why do we have to isolate it and create a sexual orientation?
How do we make a more, quantum shift in this obsessiveness, especially now these dating websites, with looks and what they look like and all of this? And, how much of it is pressure of your friends saying, oh, her boyfriend or wife or husband is good looking, versus just smart and not giving a
It's hard to remove the look from the equation, because men,
especially men, right, or visual,
not just to single them out, but men, their sexual attraction is based on look.
Exactly.
Women, we also appreciate.
We're not like, look at that.
We also like look, but our sexual attraction is based a lot on our imagination and mainly words.
Yeah.
So this is why this is where I can see a lot of women connect to sapiosexual. When men are intelligent and good with words, it creates a very erotic in our mind.
But it'll be interesting. You think the more women that become like being out with being a sapiosexual, I'm kidding. I don't mean that literally, but anyway, will it kind of change men overall in a positive way, not in the way that we're at this end of the spectrum with what's going on in Hollywood, but
I think it will remove the stress from the perfect body image. So right now it's like 100% on the way I look like for women and men. There's a lot of stress stress. And if I take it to my field, sexuality, it comes with us into bed. We are always aware. It's all about the way we look. If there is light, let's cover ourselves. Let's not even remove our clothes so no one will see us, because the awareness is so tough on us. Once we shifted into, hey, there is a lot of stuff that are sexual and we find attractive and are beautiful and can create a great connection, such as intelligence, then it's going to shift into a positive way. We also learn to accept ourselves the way we are.
Right, exactly.
And
Very
we
cool.
can just be ourselves. Yeah.
Yo, sapiosexual. All right, thank you, darling.